We're here again with Tracy from HotMetroFinds.com. Thank you so much for coming out again, Tracy. Tracy, we're going to show you why our Peppermills are so unique and what is so unique about them versus other Peppermills that you can buy out in the market today. And Greg's the craftsman, so...
Well, we're in the area here where I do a lot of my finish work. That's one of the things that people quite often ask about, is the finish is one of the things that I really distinguish our mills from anybody else's. I'm sure everybody's heard of lacquer. Lacquer is a very common finish that's used by woodworkers in when they make projects, because it's a very quick, easy, simple finish to work with, and it's very inexpensive. The problem with it is it's not very durable, and it's when I started making my Peppermills, this is one of the first ones I made, I of course used the typical woodworker lacquer. As you can see, if you look close, you're watching, I mean, you literally take your fingernail and scrape this off, scrape the finish off with your fingernail on this stuff. The thing about it is in the kitchen, the stuff you use in the kitchen that's very acidic, like mustard, ketchup, vinegar, tomato paste, lemon juice, will actually stain and break down this finish. So, over the years I've learned that this is not something that really is representative of the type of quality of products that I make. And I've done a lot of research and testing of different finishes that are on the market, and I've found something that I really like. It's not easy to work with, it's very expensive, but the results are well worth it. Of course, I'm not going to share all my secrets and tell you what it is, but I can show you here. If you can look at the finish on here, I mean, you literally can take your fingernail and scratch as hard as you possibly can, and you cannot damage that finish compared to this stuff. I mean, even look at the gloss level on this stuff. This is far more durable. But of course, if somebody wants a very unique Peppermill or something to see the difference between ordinary and extraordinary, take a look at a G3 Studios Peppermill. The things you use in the kitchen that are very acidic, like the stuff I mentioned earlier, will not harm this. This is a very durable. The only thing that it probably won't withstand is dropping it onto a concrete floor or something like that. But your typical knock it over, it's not going to hurt it. You know, we've had our cats knock ours off the dining room table quite often, and they still takes a beating. Another thing about these things that's unique is the mechanisms that we use. The mechanisms are from a company called Chef Specialties. They've been in business since 1940, and their mechanisms are guaranteed for life. Another thing that people don't always know about is some mechanisms are adjustable. If you watch here, I can show you how you can go anywhere from like a really fine grind for people that like the fine grind. Then basically what you do is this knob up here on the top, you just loosen it up, push it down, and then you go coarser. You can go to a coarser grind. You can go almost all the way to the crack grind here. It's really coarse. Most people like that crack grind. And we do all our mills can be either a pepper mill or a salt mill. This just so happens to be the salt mill that we've been using. And the difference is even though the mechanisms in the pepper are stainless steel, the ones in the salt mill are polycarbonate, which is an extremely hard plastic. And the reason being, even though these are stainless for the pepper, salt will eventually corrode it. So they can be interchanged anywhere from a pepper to a salt. But that's one of the many things that makes our mills unique is the finish. We're really proud of the finish. I have people ask me all the time what type of finish that we use. Well, like I said, I've done a lot of research, and it's an extremely durable finish. It's also very expensive. I mean, like just to give you an idea, a gallon of lacquer that you use is $17 to $20. The stuff that I use on my mills now is about $40-some a quart, and it's extremely durable, and it's well worth the investment. If it's my reputation that's on the line for the products that I make, and I want my customers to be happy, because happy customers come back. They'll come visit us at G3 Studios, not only for when they're ready for a salt mill or when they're ready for that gift for somebody else for Christmas or birthday or anniversary or even a wedding gift are great. We sell a lot for. And we've even had people that collect our mills. So that's just some of the things that are unique. Far beyond just the concept of the designs of them. I mean, this is one of my earlier ones, but it still has very unique design to it. We've got many different patterns, anywhere from the diagonals to the checkerboard designs that we've got here going on. These are some that are in the process of going through their finish work now. Just to give you an idea, all the work that goes into the finishing. Start with after they're all put together and turned, there's a lot of sanding that goes on, and then there's many steps of finish work that goes on. I've got, these are some that are going through their first step of the spray work. Basically what I do is I spray the first 2 coats, and it's actually like an epoxy. I don't know how well you can see it, but it's a very rough, even though they've been sanding. When you spray, it causes the fibers to raise up. So this has got to be sanded down, and then I spray 2 more coats of epoxy. That gets sanded down. Then I spray 2 coats of finish. That gets sanded down, and then 3 more coats of finish to get this high gloss, durable look on there. So just to give you an idea, I mean, it's a very, very time-consuming process of all the work that goes into getting the finish on there. And not only is it in the gloss, but I also have a satin version of the same finish that can be used on your mills. So, but yeah, if you look here in the background, these are just some of the mills that we have in process. These are 10-inch. I make 8, 10, and 12, but I can go all the way up to 24-inch if for somebody who really wants to make a fashion statement.
We make a lot of them. We make a lot of Peppermills. They're definitely our signature product. They are functional art for your kitchen. We know that not everyone is our customer, but you know, the next person comes in and buys 2. So they're not for everyone, but they are definitely a special item.
So yeah, we've had people come in to buy one to use. Remember the one customer we had, the guy bought one to use and never ended up using it. His wife says she comes home from work in the afternoon and he's sitting on the couch looking at the thing of how intricate it is. He's so amazed at how he just can't believe all the work that goes into these things.
I call him our teddy bear customer.
So they actually came in this summer and bought another mill that they're supposedly going to use. I don't know if they do or not, but
we'll send them peppercorns for Christmas to encourage them.
But yeah, our mills are meant to be used. They're designed, you know, for beauty and function, but also they're meant to be used and made to last. So I'm glad you're able to stop in today, Tracy, and take a look at some of the work that we're doing here with you know, our mills and our, you know, which are again our signature product. We have a lot of fun making them.
Yeah, that definitely comes through, and thank you so much for sharing with us all the craftsmanship that is involved with the process, but also there's a lot of expertise, and I learned so much from being here, and it's very clear that this is a product that you're creating, you know, with a lot of creativity and with a lot of heart and pride, and that's something that's going to keep your customers happy for years, and the quality that goes along with that.
Yeah, I take, like I said, I take a lot of pride. I mean, there's materials that I can purchase that are cheaper. Take, for example, the mechanisms. I mean, there's cheaper mechanisms I can buy, but for me to save $2 is not worth the savings. You know, it's for a customer to be happy, makes me happy. It just makes people come back and want to purchase again. So it's just, you know, something that is, I take pride in what I do. It's my name I'm putting out there, and I want to make sure it's done right.
And I don't know if you mentioned, but those are made in the USA, the mechanism.
Yeah.
It is a USA company,
yeah.
So it's something to be proud of. The American dream. We're after it.
So
After it, supporting it, and part of it. So pleasure to be here today. For more information, go directly to g3studios.net and watch for more at hotmetrofines.com.
Perfect.